What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and guess who's here yet again today?
Josh Eldor is here.
Josh is my husband. I know I've just got a bunch of new subscribers, so yes, Josh has a YouTube channel as well. It'll be the first link in the description box. He does all types of videos on a bunch of different topics that I think all of you guys would really like.
Including aliens.
Yes, including aliens for sure, and
planets.
Some information coming up about the eclipse, deciphering some anonymous messages, so really cool stuff. If you guys like my videos, definitely check out his. But today we are going to be talking about the highly requested Area 51.
And highly classified Area 51.
Now, what's super weird is Josh and I actually filmed this video a week ago, and we were so frustrated because we filmed it twice. We have sat through and filmed this video in full
we've spent
twice.
A few hours on this video already.
The first time that we did it, it was out of focus, which was odd because we checked it. It was in focus, but when we uploaded the footage, it was out of focus. And then the second time, it straight up was blacked out. Like, you couldn't even hear it. The screen was completely black, and the file size was randomly like super small.
Yeah, it was weird. It showed like the runtime of the video as a normal, like, you know, 20 minutes or whatever, but then when you go to play the file, it's just completely gone.
Yeah.
It's corrupted.
Yep.
What happened?
We have no idea, and we were kind of thinking like maybe someone fucked with our stuff. We were like, you know,
maybe
is it possible something didn't want us making this video, or did we have a camera malfunction?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't really know. Anyway, we're here, and hopefully it works this time. We're excited to tell you guys about some things we have learned about Area 51.
Alright, so if you guys don't know what Area 51 is, Area 51 officially is an attachment of the Edwards Air Force Base. And it's located about 83 miles northwest of Las Vegas, and it is a completely classified, locked down place that nobody can go to except obviously the employees of Area 51.
Well, it's like so far away, like you'd have to go really far to get to it, and it's like out there for a reason.
Yeah, it's in like a remote part of Nevada, and they have this place locked down tight.
These guys were just riding their motorcycles, and they were totally screwing with them. They were trying to get to Area 51.
Well,
like,
yeah,
they knew what they
a
were
lot
doing.
of people want to try to get into it. I mean, everybody's curious as to what's going on there.
I saw a YouTuber that was literally hunting for Pokemon Go, like Pokemon out there.
This truck apparently watches this thing. He just turned around and like watches, bro. He was facing the other way. Area 51. We came all the way out here to catch Pokemon, no service. You know, Mewtwo's up here, anything?
But anyway, that would have been cool if they like had like.
It'd be cool if they actually like caught
there.
like a really special one, like an alien Pokemon out there or something. What's crazy about Area 51 is that if you try to get to it, you would think that somewhere like this would have like, you know, a fortress or a wall built around it, but there's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there's no like, gates or fences even. It's really weird.
It's like little markers, like little orange markers in the ground. Basically tells you like where the line is that you don't cross, and obviously there's warning signs.
And these guys like went right up to it. So check out this clip. They went up totally trying to test the boundaries, and look what happened to them.
Guess what, camo dudes? We're back. Yours are still off. Whoa. Whoa. Uh-oh.
She has hands up. Put your fucking hands up. I'm not going to tell you again.
Huh? I'm using any weapon.
Listen, we're going to give you guys a chance, okay? Get on your bikes, get the fuck out of here.
Pretty crazy. I mean, held at gunpoint, that's pretty serious. They've also held a BBC journalism cast or crew at gunpoint as well. So it's a very, they're willing to do anything. Like if they think you're gonna be trying to get in, they're authorized to just shoot you. It's crazy.
According to one former Area 51 security guard, trespassers in the past faced a worse outcome.
If they demonstrate they were going to try to penetrate, you know, they gave me the all clear to waste them.
What's super weird is the security around that isn't even like our military. It's just some like private group, security
force,
group.
which is just bizarre.
Super weird.
Yeah, they're right behind me, you guys. See that? They are right behind me.
Now I'm wondering, and I wonder if you think the same, that there might be like an underground base over there hiding these vehicles that just kind of pop up out of nowhere, it seems. Out of the ground. They come out from underneath the ground.
But it's definitely locked down, and obviously there's cameras everywhere. They basically see you coming no matter where you come from.
Yeah.
And not only can you not get to it on land, but the airspace around it is extremely restricted.
Yeah, they'll shoot you right out of the sky.
Located at Groom Lake, Area 51 is surrounded by restricted airspace, covering 440 square miles.
It's so hard to get in there that even the presidents in the past have not been able to go in. Like Bill Clinton was known for really, like I've talked about him before on this channel, really pushing the boundaries with aliens and being somewhat of a truth seeker, and Hillary, truth seeker.
I think it was at the beginning of my second term, we had the anniversary of Roswell.
You waited that long?
I did.
Wow.
First I had people go look at the records on Area 51 to make sure there was no alien down there. So I had all the Roswell papers reviewed.
If you saw that there were aliens there, would you tell us?
Yeah.
You would.
Like if Hillary was elected, she had promised to like declassify a ton of things, and like Bill had always been trying to get into Area 51 and he was never able to. So like this is, even the president can't get into this shit, so no one's getting in.
Yeah, and if I was president, that would be like the first thing. I want to go to Area 51, I want to know exactly what's going on there.
And they're like, sorry, you don't have the authority to do that.
And Area 51 was completely unknown to the public until 2013 because, which is really interesting.
I didn't even know that.
Completely classified, top secret. The CIA denied its existence over and over again.
Yes, it was denied. Like pretty much everyone knew it was there though. And like it was in a ton of movies. It was in, let's see, Men in Black. It was in Independence Day, which sucks. Both of those movies suck, I think. X-Files. So it's always like been an area that people talked about, but the CIA didn't confirm it and kept denying it until 2013.
Which is crazy because it's been around since the 1950s.
Yes.
So for over 50 years, it's been top secret, classified, basically doesn't exist according to the government. And now, because of the what is it, the Information Act that was...
Yeah, the Freedom of Information Act, yeah. They were forced to release the information. They kind of were backed into a corner. So yeah, I think at that point, I think whatever was changed, is my opinion, is I think when they realized that they had to come forward with it and people know what's going on there, or like think something really crazy is going on there, that they like obviously can't have anything too crazy going on there anymore.
Right.
I think whatever it was there was moved somewhere else to another undisclosed location we don't know, probably underground, because now with Google Earth it's like hard for them to hide things above ground. Like Area 51 no one could see before, now you can like literally look at it.
Yeah.
So I don't think they have like alien bodies there, because I know a lot of people think that.
Right, which leads us to like, you know, what's going on at Area 51? Why do we care about it? Why are people so interested in it?
I mean, it's so like common now that it's aliens at Area 51. Like everyone knows that. They even sell like merch outside, like souvenir stalls and stuff sell alien-related merch near it. It's like we kind of become a joke. Like
yeah, and I just remembered, like, do you remember in the Transformers movies even, like they kept like the Allspark for the Autobots at
Area 51.
At Area 51. It has, and so everybody's kind of had this. There's been this stigma that obviously they gotta have some like crazy alien technology or bodies or whatever.
And it's totally possible at one point they did. We want to do a whole video on Roswell. Thumbs up if you guys want a video on Roswell. It's a UFO crash.
Confirmed UFO crash.
Yes, confirmed. Literally police documents.
There's literally documents about Roswell, and so it really did occur, and they really did recover.
And they brought bodies to the Area 51, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
what we think. We don't know for sure.
I think that's kind of how the alien rumors got started, though. So the Air Force actually bought it in the 1950s, and it was bought during the Cold War, and they were mainly working on stuff to deal with the Soviet Union at the time.
Area 51 was created in 1955 to test a top-secret aircraft project, codenamed Aquatone. Aquatone is the Cold War code name for the U-2. An aircraft built to spy over the Soviet Union.
Area 51 was used to develop secret spy planes and aircraft and
just our best technology that we had at the time always was at Area 51.
So first I had people go look at the records on Area 51 to make sure there was no alien down there. And people thought that because everybody who works there has to stop about an hour away and put on special clothing and then drive in and out. And that's because a lot of our stealth technology is made there. We know that now, but there are no aliens there.
that was the most top secret place that the military had to
and obviously
test
you want to keep
of,
it secret so that
right,
other countries don't
and
find
out in a remote area so that they could use the airspace around it, and there's not a lot of people that were going to see you know, see these spy planes take off and things like that. And Area 51 actually got its name from like the test sites out there that they use for like testing nuclear bombs and things like that out there in the Nevada desert.
And it was called some other things, right? Paradise Ranch or...
Yeah, it has a lot of nicknames actually, but the official names are actually Homey Airport and Groom Lake, because there's actually an airstrip right on what used to be Groom Lake.
People can land there, yeah.
And one of the reasons why it got nicknamed Paradise Ranch, which is really interesting, because my dad has always been really into like World War II, World War I type military history, and he one day asked him about Area 51. I was like, you know, what's going on there? And he said that it was actually a really great place for people to work, supposedly, because they used to like give you like steak dinners and lobster and oysters at night, and there was like a tennis court and like all these fun things to do there for the employees. And I guess that's how it got its nickname of Paradise Ranch.
That's funny. It was like the fanciest shit that we had.
It was.
It was like the nicest stuff. The U-2 plane was like incredibly, it could fly higher. It could fly so high up that they didn't think Russia would be able to radar it, which they actually did. They didn't see us.
Eventually,
but, yeah. Possible that now that there's, I mean, they work on some insane planes over there still.
The CIA's secret base has given the U.S. the edge over its enemies for more than half a century.
From the early advances of the A-12 through the modern era.
These programs include the B-2, Advanced Cruise Missile Systems, Air Force's latest operational strike aircraft. They're like all of the U.S. Air Force stealth programs carried out at Groom Lake in the 1980s and 1990s. Remains highly classified.
They have like the stealth bomber, the Nighthawk, the really cool planes that are basically invisible to radar and stuff.
They could have even more than we know too. If they've ever recovered any type of UFO or anything and brought it there, they could be trying to re-engineer the mechanics and like build another plane like it, or use a type of technology that we're not even aware of, because something's obviously still there. If it was just like not anything anymore, there would not be this like insane security and like kill anyone that gets even near it. Like something's going on there. Is it aliens? I don't know. Is it insane technology they don't want us to know about? Probably, is my guess.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that in 1989, a government scientist that claimed to work at Area 51 named Bob Lazar gave an interview on TV basically stating that during his time at Area 51, he actually reverse engineered alien technology for development for the US military. And he claims that they do have alien spacecraft there or some form of alien technology. And he even said that he thought at one point there was maybe bodies there as well. Obviously this isn't confirmed by any sources. Definitely leads us to believe that they have some form of technology that we don't know about, such as like anti-gravity technology and zero-point
or like
energy.
something like invisibility, who knows, something we can't even wrap our minds around because we've never seen it before. And like, he's not the only one that said anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are coming out saying it.
But it's been really hard to verify them because Area 51 won't verify
anyone's
work
the CIA
there,
is like,
so.
yeah, we've never heard of them before.
But it's like a lot of them are older, and like I've said on this channel before, I oftentimes believe older people because what do they have to lose?
We cannot forget that one of the reasons why people think there's aliens there or alien technology there is because the number of UFO sightings in Nevada alone is astronomical compared to many other parts of the country.
But they also think a ton of them are seeing like insane spacecraft.
Well, that's the debate, is whether they're actually seeing military technology, military aircraft, or these actual extraterrestrials.
Yeah, but like I think it's important that we remember that a lot of the times UFO sightings are not what they think they are. They're not what they appear to be, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of them are real, and I definitely obviously believe in UFOs, but we got to make sure we're like really looking at the right stuff here.
Yeah, not every single one is an extraterrestrial craft flying around.
In fact, tons of people saw a silver UFO around that area in 1950s. It was constantly reported, and that was definitely the U-2 spy plane, because it was like made out of aluminum and it was shiny in the sky, and tons of people, like, you couldn't see it completely and it looked like a UFO.
Yeah, or the Oxcart airplane, which came later on, that was completely made out of titanium. Maybe, here's a crazy theory, maybe the extraterrestrials are trying to somehow figure out how to recover their friends that are inside Area 51.
Ooh.
And so that's why there's so many UFO sightings.
Or they're just
like
trying to get closer to the
out.
area because that's where we're developing our closest technology to what they have. And they're like, what are these,
Maybe, yeah.
you know, little ground dwellers working on? What did I call us the other day? I was talking about aliens with Josh and his brother last night, actually, and I called us little barbarians because we kind of are, and like it's very possible aliens are way more.
No, it's
yeah.
extremely possible. They're way more advanced than
and that, you know, they can get anywhere really quickly and like manipulate space and time in crazy ways, and like we're sitting on 4-hour airplane rides, or if we took an airplane ride for 15 hours to Australia, they're like probably laughing at us like they could do that in 3 seconds. We have a lot of I think our technology is very, very behind, and I think a lot of really cool stuff is held at Area 51
that they're testing out, and they're not. It hasn't been released, obviously, out to the public because they're doing what's called black projects there, which are like the highest security clearance, you know, that the military has in order to work on these projects. Even the president doesn't know about these black projects most time, which is mind-blowing to me because it's like, well, you know, maybe they're doing illegal stuff, maybe they're doing, you know, like with the chemical thing.
Well, yeah, like tons of people have like got fucked up from Area 51 from the
after
chemicals.
working there. Yeah,
people have filed lawsuits and everything. No one's gotten anything, but
no, because they deny everything.
No, yeah.
You can't win against the CIA and the U.S. military. Forget about it. And maybe, I mean, who knows what's all there and what's exists underground? Because we can only see what's, you know, on the surface, and which doesn't look like much, but who knows? They could have underground tunnels.
Oh, they probably have. I mean, I think the whole country's dug up, dude. I think they have tunnels throughout the whole country. I think literally there's so much underground, like whole cities. Look at the Denver airport.
For sure.
Yeah. You know, these guys are kind of above the law in their own way. They're doing secret things in this space, and I want to get into this underground system, this cave that you explored, but it seems like there's a military operation. Can you tell us? Let's take a look at the video as you enter here.
Trying to get my headlamp on. Oh, the glory hole. It's too bad, but they boarded this off because it still goes.
Nobody knows where you are. Yeah. Who knows where you can end up?
And it actually has 7 levels of adits, which means 7 levels of tunnels. Those tunnels go on for miles and miles.
One other thing that I wanted to mention, though, that was super crazy when I read it was there's like an official organization, I don't remember the name exactly, that basically does alien research and UFO research. Their position on Area 51 is that at one time they may have had alien spacecraft and alien bodies there, but since Area 51's been disclosed, they've moved everything to another facility nearby called S4, which I was like,
S4, yeah.
I've never heard of that before. I have no clue what that is. So it's completely underground in the middle of the desert. So I don't know.
We know nothing about it, and don't try to go to it.
Yeah.
Please, no one try to go explore any of this shit.
But it's obvious they're hiding things from us, and you know, whether it's aliens or just crazy technology.
It's something. And like sometimes you wonder, do they hide it for our own good? Is that possible?
Well, they would say it would freak us all out. And
and it would. It would cause mass
panic.
Yep, I agree. But how much longer can they keep it secret is the true question.
Well, it's gonna come out in our lifetime, I think.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I think there's a billion other underground bases across the United States that we just don't even know about because they're not, you know, they haven't been disclosed yet, so.
Yeah, and I mean, there's something at Area 51 for sure. Yeah. Because of the security. Like, they've got something going on.
I'm a believer along the lines of they've got some crazy technology there that, or some form of, you know, energy, you know,
or they're just like some type of research. I think
they're doing something there for sure that they're not ready. They don't want anybody to know about.
Obviously, highly classified. The president can't even go there.
It would change, you know.
Because I'm sure Donald Trump would have been like, hey, take Donnie Boy to the Area 51,
right,
but
exactly.
Clearly.
Oh, he doesn't care about that. He's too busy watching TV.
You know, all of this is, like I said, just kind of up in the air. We really don't know. It's all speculation. So just some thoughts. We want to know your thoughts about Area 51 and stories, because I know people have family members that have had interesting stories or anything you've heard. Leave it in the comments below. We want to know what you guys think of this. Be sure to check out Josh's channel because I think you guys would really like it.
Yes.
Specifically, check out the panspermia video, the anonymous video, and the space core video. I think are all. I will have have those all 3 linked below. I think those are ones in particular you guys would really, really love. Anyway, we hope you guys like this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you next time. Stay trippy, and bye.
We know now we live in an ever-expanding universe. We know that there are billions of stars and planets literally out there, and the universe is getting bigger. Just in the last 2 years, more than 20 planets have been identified outside our solar system that seem to be far enough away from their suns and dense enough that they might be able to support some form of life. So it makes it increasingly less likely that we're alone.
Oh, you're trying to give me a hint that there are aliens.
Maybe the only way to unite this incredibly divided world of ours. Think of how all the differences among people on Earth would seem small if we felt threatened by a space invader.